nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Lamb before the game. He is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him. And he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Golden Hurricane offense takes the field as we get this game underway. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to pass. It's Hayes. Pocket breaking down. Fakes the grab on the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires deep on the run. Pulls it in down the sideline. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might be changing the route. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker, it's Barnes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10, easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And the Cowboys have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touch.
Maybe a crease. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Looking to throw again. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The 50. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Hayes. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit. The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He might want another play. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're looking to throw on second and short. On the left side, here's Coleman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously...
There he goes! Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He now has 53 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. To the air on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The give on the counter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Heaves it on the run. Leap and grab for a big gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Throws to the wideout. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be fourth down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. At the 45, on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Caught over the middle. It's Young. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Back to pass on 2nd down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to throw, it's Hayes. He'll pull it down and run. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert for 2nd and short. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule.
He's got it up to 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Jones. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Trying to run, it's Jones. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bringing the heat. He sacked this defense all over him. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime to get ready for the second half.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Got him in, it's Callaway. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. This is going to be a tough field goal try, 55 yards and from the left hash. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Oklahoma State's head coach told me at the half. Coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Barnes. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it.
Huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. He'll set up to throw. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Hand off to Jones. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. It's a draw. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Grab near the marker. It's Barnes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Cowboys! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll go to the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. The run inside. It's Jones. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now they're going to throw it. Complete on the left to Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Tulsa wasting no time. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tulsa.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Complete, left side, Coleman. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Snags it, and there's running room. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Young. Finds a crease at the 20. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into...
Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. They will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, here on the Tulsa sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Under fire. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Inside the touchdown, Cowboys. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating.
Makes the grab on the shot. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Hayes. The short hands, it's Alston. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. To the air on 1st down. Back's got it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Gets it into the end zone.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alston. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes.